We're going to claim this, and we're going to see what we can get. Oh, oh no, no. For 99% of the people that reroll, they would probably reroll on this. What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with another video for Skylanders Ring of Heroes. Today we're going to be answering some of the questions that you guys left in my last video, and then we're going to show you how you go about summoning your first Nat 5 Skylander. Now, as you guys can see, I'm on a different account right now. I actually have both of them pulled up here. I'll click this one right here so you guys can see it. Here's my soft launch account, and then here is my main account now. So this one here is going to be on the global server. If you guys are looking to play alongside with me, that's going to be my name. You can shoot me a friend request. I'll go ahead and add you. In addition to that, let's say you're completely oblivious about this new game coming out here and you're like, hey, this looks interesting. I might want to go ahead and download it. I will leave the link in the description for you guys down below if you want to check it out. Now, I will say full disclosure here, this video is not sponsored, but I will be having some sponsored videos coming out later throughout the next month here. So if you guys would like to see a couple more videos in between those sponsored videos, all you got to do is one thing for me. Give me a thumbs up, share the video, show your support, and that's all I can ask from you, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into this one. Now, I want to address the frequently asked questions first before we go into the summons. The summons we actually have on both accounts. I have a lot of summons saved up on the soft launch account, and then we're going to be showcasing you that first Nat 5 summon. Now, the first thing that people have been asking me is, how are you going about, this first process here? What are you doing? Obviously, you had a chance to play this. What's the kind of game plan here? So, I mean, obviously, we're on a level 3 account. We just kind of got started. Right now, I'm essentially just going through the process here. I'm making sure that I, pick a couple of my Skylanders here, not really focusing on anybody important outside of maybe Hot Dog or Stealth Elf. Stealth Elf is going to be one of my #1 picks early on, and then depending on if you already have your Nat 5 Skylander or maybe even the 4-star Skylander that you roll out in your tutorial, you can go ahead and throw them in here. Now, of course, as you can see right here, I have Washbuckler. That's the one I pulled. This one has the Elemental Disadvantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch him out here. I'll put him in the spectator spot. Now, again, if you guys haven't checked this out, the spectator spot, which I'm covering right now, you guys can't see it, but you can go ahead and throw any Skylanders you want here, and they will go ahead and get XP for they'll get XP during this process. Now, they won't get as much XP throughout this one. You'll have to put them in the main 3 slots in order to get it, but it still helps you out. And if you have yourself quite a few Skylanders, you can work on the ones that you're really focused on, and then maybe if you have some that you're looking to build for dungeon or for even PvP, you can go ahead and throw them in there. Okay. Probably the next question that I got from the people in the community was as far as this process goes here. What are you doing? What's going on? Where are you? When you hit a plateau, where are you going with it, right? So right now, basically, I have no runes on my units. I'm just kind of pushing through the content because early on in the game it's pretty easy. It's not too much of a struggle. And essentially, once I kind of hit the plateau and I can't 3-star stage, I'm looking back into my monster box and trying to see which Skylanders can I that I'm working on right now, which ones can I upgrade? Do I have some random runes that I've collected through the quest line to go ahead and equip? Do I have runes that I've collected through the adventure mode that I can equip right there? Now, the bonuses that we can obtain through those sets, right? They're going to be beneficial. They're not going to be a super big amount. You're not going to see a dramatic change, but it does help. Take advantage of it when you can. Again, this first process here, not if you want to mess around with the combat system and testing it out, go right ahead. But honestly, the game is relatively easy at the start. You can just turn on the auto mode, focus the boss down, and not have too much of an issue. Now, you will see on the right there, I've already collected my first 7 or 8 quests here, and I think the 8th one gives you Broccoli Guy. Now, Broccoli Guy is one of the better villains out there in the game, and it's pretty cool because you get to start out with him right away. He is a healer that provides a heal for the unit that has the lowest health, so he's really going to help you out when you first get started. and not cause too much issue here. Now you can see I'm almost actually dead. If I focus down, this guy, oh, okay, we got the endurance down, so no problem there. But that was pretty close. We kind of want to make sure that we actually get the match done. We want the 3-star clear so that we can get ourselves the chance to go ahead and run the auto 3 here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and skip this because I'm sure most of you guys have already passed this. Again, this video is coming out, 24 to 48 hours after the original one, so. So you guys are, I'm sure you're well into, a few of the stages. All right. So as far as the runes go, again, with regards to like the bonus runes that you're going to be able to obtain, if you haven't checked it out in the quest line, I believe it's somewhere in the vicinity of like quest 31, maybe. I think it might have been 30, 31 or somewhere. Okay, 34. So 34, once you clear 3-3, you'll be able to get a 3-star rare rune crate for energy, which is nice, right? Any set at 3-star, it's going to be beneficial because the value of the grade or the value of the stars in the rune is actually really nice. Like if you go from 1 to 2-star, 2 to 3-star, it doesn't seem too much. But when you first start out and you don't have any runes and you clear the content, you get a couple of runes and equip it, and then you roll into a full set of 3-star, there's a pretty dramatic change as far as the overall stats are. So you'll see a nice little boost if you can take advantage of it. Now, if you've already pushed past 3-3 and you're like, well, when's the next rune crate coming in? Make sure you check out the arena. The arena is going to be opening up here when you clear 5-1, and then when you clear it, you want to go ahead and hop on over to your duels and make sure you get the Sweet Victory one. Clear this one 10 times and 20 times so you can get yourself a couple more crates to put on your Skylanders. And then once I get to 5-1, I'm going to do my arena, knock it out, get those rune crates, and then between the quest one as well as the rune crates, I'm going to put those on my 3 main Skylanders that I'm looking to work on, which as of right now is probably going to be Stealth Elf, Hot Dog, and possibly the 5-star Skylander that we're going to be pulling here. So that's the biggest thing that I want to let you guys know before we get into the summons. Outside of that, I had a couple of questions with regards to rerolls. Yay or nay, how do you go about rerolls? Which one's the best one? Honestly, guys, I'm not a huge fan of rerolling, and here's the deal. I mean, I've never been a real big fan of rerolling, but I want to tell you something here if you have not heard it about already. Basically, in this game, the value of the quality of your Skylander, meaning like the grade, the level per se, 6-star, maxed out, whatnot, really holds well when you go up into the higher levels, when you deal with the more competitive players. Having those higher base stats by being able to evolve them all the way up is going to be extremely beneficial for you. Now, the cool thing about this is that we're going to have a chance to pull a 5-star Skylander right away, so it's a nice boost for progression, regardless of what Skylander you get. Okay, but that being said, we're going to hit this plateau for our Skylander where basically once we summon him, we're going to need more fragments to go ahead and evolve him, powering up and whatnot, and that's going to take a super long time. So just kind of keep an eye out on that. It is nice to maybe have your choice of a Skylander early on because there are some that people praise more than others. But honestly, guys, I'm not even re-rolling one time. Whatever Skylander I get, I'm going to rock with it, and if I decide to use them later on, great. If not, no big deal, because honestly, some of the 2 to 3-star Skylanders that I played on the soft launch were extremely beneficial for me. I was able to clear quite a bit of content, even without the most rare Skylanders in the games. Now, when you get into the game, once I think you get past stage 1, 2, you're going to be able to go into your able to go into your inbox. Now, when you go to the currency, I've already collected everything. You're going to get upwards of, I want to say, between 2,500 to 3,000 crystals, or 3,000 crystals after you collect everything. So, generally speaking, a lot of the influencers out there are going to be recommending to you to save your crystals for the energy refills, right? Well, here's the deal. When you first get started in a new game like this, this game, Skylanders Ring of Heroes, has been very, very grateful as far as their generosity has been really, really good early on. There is a lot of rewards that you can obtain, not just through the quest line or through the stuff, but also through the events. So even though we generally would not recommend, spending your crystals right away, the cool thing about what they're doing for this global launch is they're giving us all a chance to have a natural 5-star Skylander after summoning these ultra premiums here. So as you can see, I already did 1 ultra premium summon, and I need 2 more rolls to go ahead and finish it out here. So let's go ahead and do it. The first one, I got Astro Blast. I got 6 pieces of him. That was pretty much it. Nothing really big on there. I did get Washbuckler on this one, so this is good. Now, Smolder Dash. I believe he is a really good unit early on. If you get him, he has an AoE defense break. He has bombs, so he's a really fun unit to get him. Ooh, this is nice. I like Chill. I do like Chill. I think he's a pretty good tank. He's fun to play around with, and if I recall correctly, he actually is farmable. I'll have to take a look at this. So let's see what we got here. Nightlight. Unfortunately, we did not get any additional pieces for that, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's go ahead and summon this one here and take a look at the animation. And yeah, buddy. So yeah, I'm actually a big fan of Chill. So I've had a blast with him thus far in the soft launch here. So I focused on other units early on, but I still felt that his kit was pretty fun. I might play around with him in PvP. So let's see what we get for some heroics here. Now, I'm hoping that we can get lucky enough to get the lightning on the legendary. That's really, really nice if you can get that and not on something else here. So Boomer is a really fun unit. You'll have fun with him in, I believe, B9 if you get that chance here. Now, Hex. Hex is an amazing Skylander. I had a blast with him on the soft launch. Really, really fun unit here. Shadow Spiral, I don't think I played with her on that one. Buckshot is an amazing Nat 5 Skylander, and if you have the chance to get that one, congratulations. Congratulations. So let's go ahead and claim this right now. We're going to claim this, and we're going to see what we can get. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Not like this. For 99% of the people that reroll, they would probably reroll on this. But you know what though? It's so funny. Like I said, you never know what what this unit can do down the road. This is the way I put it. Even though there's certain Skylanders that are better than others, there's always I do believe that every Skylander in this game has some kind of a purpose here, whether we figured it out or not. Don't be discouraged if you didn't get the super OP Skylander, because honestly, like I said before, we're gonna get to this point where we're gonna be using more 2-star to 3-star, even 1-star Skylanders, because we can power them up, evolve them, awaken them a little bit easier. So keep that in mind as we push through. Now let me go ahead and switch to our other account here so you guys can take a look at this. Now we got some crystals here. I think we can go ahead and do some premium summons for fun, but honestly what I want to do is go to my general here, because we have, you know what, we got to do the regular summons here. So we got a couple of premium tickets. Now these tickets you will be able to collect through events, through rewards. So we'll go ahead and summon them here, see if we get lucky. On this account, my Night 5 Skylanders are, I believe we have Starcast. I think the Starcast was the main one that we got there. That's the one that we kind of focused on, and I think that was the only one. I think I might have had one more. I'll have to double check here, but yes, Starcast was the one that kind of like struck my eye, and he was really, really cool. He was a dark one, a dark Skylander, which is those ones seem to be a little bit harder to get here. So let's go ahead and pump this out. Let's see if we can do this. Now, did I already do the 3 points? We'll have to take a look at this. I don't know if I did it on my account, so we'll take a look. We'll take a look at this here. Trigger Happy. Okay, got a little bit of bonus. Now, Trigger Happy is not one that I have played around thus far. There's a lot of Skylanders that I've not tested out during the soft launch, and the reason being, which you'll hear about in future videos, is that there's a ton of Skylanders that you're going to get early on when you get started. And I do believe that even though you have the opportunity to play around with a lot of different Skylanders, like you can see right here, I haven't even summoned all of them. Focusing on 2, 3, or maybe even 4 Skylanders early on, I think is going to be the best way to go. When you start to try to rune up 10, 12, 15 Skylanders a year, you're going to start to spread your runes too thin. And I do believe that you can push yourself through progression a little bit easier if you focus on some certain ones here. Now, if you are fortunate enough to get yourself some Wham Shells, definitely don't. Oh, Starcast, nice. Yeah, I got that one already. But that'll help out because I need the little pieces and whatnot here. So Wham Shell is an amazing unit here. I had a blast with him. He's a really good unit for B9 as well. Let's see. Now let's go ahead. 3 times left until the 3 points were right. So that means that we can go ahead and do these summons. We might as well just get it done, right? If that's the case, let's go ahead and see what they got for legendary here. Kingpin, yeah, not lucky enough to get pieces. Now I do have, I think I do have Amber. I have 37 pieces on her. I was lucky enough to get a lightning. on her, but I didn't have enough pieces to summon her. So for those of you guys that are new to this type of summon mechanic, basically, you know, we're doing summonings, but we're only getting certain fragments. We have the potential to get the lightning to get more fragments, but ultimately we need a certain amount of fragments to go ahead and summon it. So of course, you know, and then down the road after that, if you want to, you know, level it up, awaken it, then we're going to need a little bit more pieces for that. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, but again, it's okay. We got nothing but time, right? We got nothing but time. So yeah, we'll go ahead and roll this out. I want to do all the extra summons as well, but we'll go ahead and see if we can get lucky on this one. Come on. Oh, no luck there. So remember, the ultra premium tickets or the ultra premium summons are always going to give you at least one heroic and one legendary, so it is nice. But like I said before, they're not giving you full Skylander, so it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get those. Now, this is the final one that we need to do for the 5-star Skylander. So this should be after this we should be able to do it and see what kind of Nat 5 Skylander we get. So now, if you guys are, if there's a specific Skylander you guys are, you know, curious about or asking about, I encourage you just to leave a comment in the comment section down below, so that we can go ahead and talk about it. Man, we've been getting a lot of Kingpins today. So, and I believe at the time of this video, Kingpin was one of the options for you to get pieces in the arena. So that's another thing to mention as well. We'll be talking about that in future videos, but you know, getting a chance to, you know, get your gears in, get those points so that you can go ahead and do your, you know, get yourself some extra fragments for specific Skylanders or even Omni gems is really nice as well. So let's hope it's not a Zulu, right? Let's hope it's not a Zulu. Okay, come on. Stormblade. Okay. I'm a little sad that this is not on the main account. I ain't gonna lie. Stormblade, in my humble opinion, is one of the better Nat 5 Skylanders to start out with. I'm pretty salty right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, this would have been super nice, right? Rip the dream. Rip the dream is how I say it. So again, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and do it. Now, I do have a lot of other summons to do right now, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna do the rare ones, because all these ones, these are just like additional like fragments or whatnot for normal and whatnot here, but I know that you guys would love to see some of the super rare ones that we have saved up thus far. Now, if I recall correctly, these ones that are not you know, encased in the purple border, they're not going to give you a full Skylander, they're just going to give you pieces. But the ones up top here is nice because like I said, they give you a full-blown Skylander here. So let's go ahead and do this heroic to legendary scroll. So this should be a 4-star to 5-star. Will we get lightning? No, we won't. Chopscotch. I never got a chance to play around with that. So okay, this one's a legendary. Can we get some additional pieces? Oh, yeah, buddy. Okay, so chain reaction, not a lot of pieces, but that's, hey, when you think about how many pieces you can get normally, hey, that's all right. I'll take it. So we got a heroic to legendary. This one's only heroic. So Jetvac, didn't get a chance to play around with him, but that's okay. Let's take a look at this one. This one will be a full one here. This is just, of course, a 2-star Skylander. It's just heroic, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Kaboom. If you guys are fortunate enough to get him going early on, he's going to be another one that I definitely would recommend building. He has a really, really nice AoE. He has an attack break. He has bombs that can drop. So he's actually a pretty good Skylander to use if you do pull him here. So he definitely helps out for the farming aspect. If you're looking for one to go ahead and like just kind of clear and get, you know, maybe fragments that you're looking for, he's a really good one for sure. Okay, so here we go with heroic. Yeah, Wallop I haven't played around with. I haven't heard anything super crazy about him, but that being said, we only had about 2 months to test out, you know, a good fair ones, and we were people that were on soft launch were really focused on just some of the ones that were a little bit more attainable, so that we can provide you guys the best, you know, free to play information out there. So Flare Wolf, I believe this one is actually one that you can farm. So this is another thing to pay attention to. Take a look at the boss stages when you're going through the adventure mode and see which 3-star, 4-star Skylanders are available for you to farm, because that might give you a reason to level up your Skylanders in that area, right? So that's going to be another recommendation for you. And I know we're going to get a question about it, right? Where is the best place to farm? Well, there could be a best place, there could be a more efficient place. But my personal opinion is, if you have a specific Skylander that you need fragments for that is farmable, I recommend going to that place, you know, leveling up your Skylanders and getting a kind of a 2-for-1 combo by, you know, being able to collect the summoning pieces for you so that you can power up your Skylander that much quicker. Okay, so we'll save these regular ones here are not going to be anything crazy. We'll just do this legendary one here. Now again, this is a legendary swap scroll. This one came from, I believe, 10-7. This is going to be from your boss clear when you clear all the stages, the last boss of the game, and you will get yourself a free 5-star summon as well. So even if you guys weren't super lucky in the free one that you get with the summons, don't worry, you're gonna have another chance pretty quick, and we'll see what you can get here. So let's take a look here. So this one, what do we get? Dude, I can't help myself. Dude. I'm the Zulu King. Okay, I'm the Zulu King. Shouts out to all the Zulu King, all the Zulu Skylanders out there, all you guys that summon them. Hey, shouts out to you guys. Okay, you rock it. Okay, don't get it twisted, man. He could be fun. Right? He's just not the popular Skylander that people want here. So, all right. So I think that is going to be it for the summoning session between both of our accounts here. Again, if you guys have any questions that we haven't stated in any of these videos, keep in mind I will have some videos coming out on a weekly basis here, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. If obviously you guys are the majority of you are coming from the Summoners War community. I'm still gonna be playing both games, not going to like let one go or whatever, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If you guys really enjoy this game, if you guys start showing the support that you've given me thus far from the Summoners War community, I am super down for making some additional videos outside my sponsor videos for you guys, and even possibly stream for you if you guys might enjoy that. So again, that's going to be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the next video for Skylanders Ring of Heroes.